Hey y'all. Okay, so um I'm trying to do at least one video a week. I'm gonna try to keep up with that schedule, and I think it's doable. Our schedules have changed, so I think that I'm gonna be able to give y'all one video a week. Um, yeah. So what I was doing today, I started making me a little box. I have little boxes, and I don't have I've been working on some stuff at my dining room, so I don't have it over here to show y'all. But um, I needed another box. When we moved, a lot of my boxes, I think I just trashed them because they're just paper. So I need to make some more of these. I use them for like little, um, almost like a trash can for my workspace. I have like a large trash can I keep on the floor beside me, but whenever I'm doing like fussy cutting and little, the little tiny papers and stuff, I like to have a little, like a trash box that's right here. And then also I will use it for when I'm doing a project to put all of my little pieces in. If I have little butterflies or stamps or whatever I'm making, all of the little pieces, I like to put them in a little box to keep everything together. So I couldn't find a bunch of mine, and I'm pretty sure they got lost in the move or maybe they got trashed. I'm not sure what happened to them. I still haven't found a lot of my stuff, so I'm going through boxes and stuff like that. But I thought I would share this with y'all. I already got started and I almost had it complete, and then I was like, maybe somebody would like to see how I did it. So I stopped so that I could show y'all. And then also I'm going to show you how I make my little gift bags that I put my journals in when I gift them to somebody. Um, I showed y'all in the last video, I made a gift bag and a journal, like they're match. You can make them matching so that the bag matches your journal. And it's just a cute way to give a gift to somebody. So I'll show y'all how I did that too. And I think that's probably about it. But I wanted to share a couple things with y'all also since the last video. Okay, so y'all remember I bought these on Temu, and you get 30 of them for $1.38, and they're the faux wax seals, and I love these. I love the like the texture of them. They feel like they're real, and they're not like hard and thick and bulky. They're like pliable. But I saw these at Walmart. We went to Walmart yesterday, and you get 24 for 69 cents. And they're a little harder like than these are, but for 69 cents, it's not that bad. They're like a hard kind of plastic, and you have like a little sticky on the back so you can glue them down. It shows here they're made for like wedding invitations, but it's just a cute little heart. So I wanted to show y'all that. I thought that was really cute. And then also, I got me a new bone folder. Mine broke, so I've been going through all these different, and there I have like a whole drawer of different ones, and I'm just not happy with any of them. I want my original, but they don't make it anymore. I can't find it. So I'm trying to find one that is a replacement that I'm happy with. So far, this one's been pretty good. I've only used it for a couple of days now. I got it on Amazon. Craft Treat, or Craft Treat is what it says. But I love this right here for like smushing down when you glue pockets or you're putting your tape down and stuff. And this has just such a nice, like when you're creasing your papers, I'm loving that right there. And this here, I'm not using this for scoring anything. This is what I use whenever I use my scoreboard. But I have tried it, and it does work. I'm not comfortable with using this for scoring yet. But I am loving this for all of my other, really it's the majority of what I use all of my bone folders for, is for this type of the end of it. And it is really nice. I am loving this. So if you are looking for one, this is actually a good one here. Okay, so I think, actually, let's see. I don't know what I should show y'all first. Maybe we'll just do the bag first, because this is really, really simple. So, depending on what size bag you need, this one, so what I would do, first you want to print out, or if you want a solid color, cardstock, whatever you want, and you want not like the super thin copy paper, but not like thick cardstock. So I think I use like 32 pound, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 32 pound regular paper. And I print out whatever image that I want on both sides. This will be the outside and this will be the inside. And this would make a small one, or you can take 2 sheets of paper. Okay, I got too many. You can take 2 sheets of paper, and what you would do is glue them together like this, and then you have one big sheet so that you can make a larger bag. I make most of them, yeah. I think I've only made one that was a gift for a small one because it was like a little mini chunky journal. But usually I don't make the 1 sheet ones. They're just, I feel like it's too like cramped and you can't put anything else in there, or like the little like stuff it with like the pretty paper and stuff. So I usually do 2 sheets, but I'll show you. It works for any amount of sheets, however big you want to go. The process is the same. You're still going to do the same thing. So with 1 sheet, you'll just do the same thing you were going to do with the 2. I would glue these 2 right here just to make one long sheet like that. With 1 sheet, you'll do the same thing. You'll just glue like that. And that would be the size of your bag. Actually, and it's going to be a lot shorter. You're going to lose a lot of length on it whenever you fold it for the bottom. And then also you want to give it a nice edge for the top. So the first thing you would want to do is, let me get my bigger scoreboard. And this thing is dirty. I just pulled it out of the box. I found it. I have another one, but I don't know where it's at. This one's not my favorite, but it's what I can find, so it's what I'm going to have to work with. Okay, so, and I'm just guessing. You don't have to be precise with this. So I'm just going off my little pink line here, and I'm just guessing about how much of a seam, or not a seam, your top here, you want it to be, you just want to have like a nice edge here. So you will glue that down, and this is your top. It just makes it look nice. It gives it like a nice finish, and you'd ink this up. So for this one, because we're going to put both of these together real quick. So I'm just going to score these both at 1. So this will be my top right here. And you don't have to do this. This is just personal preference, really. Okay, so I should have got a school glue over here to make this faster. So you're going to glue your top there. Again, you don't have to. This is just, it makes it have a cleaner look, in my opinion. And then we're going to glue. This would probably work better with tape, at least for the 1 sheet, because I'm going to have to hold it so that it catches. Just try to get it as straight as you can. And I would score it so that I could get it perfect, but I don't want this on the back. I want this to be on the side. So I don't want to have a sharp line in the front. So it'll be like that, but I need to give that a minute to dry. So you're making like a tube, I guess. That's what we have so far, just a tube. And then over here, we have our 2 sheets. I don't think I scored that perfect, but it's okay. This is just an example. It's not going to be perfect. It's just to show you all the steps. And I suggest it would be better if you haven't done this before to work with just some scrap cheap printer paper that you don't mind messing up. Make one like a mock-up first until you get like kind of hang of it, so that way you don't ruin any of your pretty paper. So I'm going to put these next to each other. I'm going to lay it over like this. Well, I need to put that down. Oh yeah, I'm way off. I did not score this thing that good at all. Oh, that is horrible. I'm just trying to hurry. Just so you get the idea. It's not meant to be perfect. And you could have glued this part first. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you have your 2 sheets glued. And we're going to do the same thing. So now this is like our 1 sheet. So you're going to make another tube. So we're going to do the same thing again. And if you don't mind the seam part being on the front or back, then you can score it and lay it flat and, you know, line it up. And also, if you're not rushing, this is a lot. It's not going to come out crooked like mine. I'm just trying to give you just the steps. So I know everyone's probably like, oh, that is way off. It's way off. Like, I know it's just to give you an idea of how to do this. And again, you want to practice first with some scrap paper before you do your good paper. All right, so this one might be dry enough now. So we have our tube. I don't know if that's going to hold because I'm not giving it enough time. So this is where we glued it. I want this to be the side of the bag. So this can be the front. We'll have this pretty flower. And then on the back, it'll be, oh, let me glue that. On the back, it'll have a pretty print here. And the seam is almost hidden because it'll be on the side of the bag. So, you know what? I'm gonna just clip that for a minute. It's caught down here. All right, and then you just kind of pick where you want your front to be. I want this to be the front. And I'm not going to push it down really hard. It doesn't need to be like a harsh line. And you can decorate these really pretty with laces and ribbons. You can do some paper punches, like the edge decorating type paper punches. Okay, so next we want, where's my little, I need my little, oh, here it is. Okay, so now you want to go to the bottom. So here was the top. Now you want to go to the bottom. And we need a little over an inch. So let's see. So from here to here, that's 1.25 inches. So I'm going to do like 1.5 inches. And you want to score that. This is pretty thick paper, so I'm trying to make sure I get through there. Okay. So now we're at the same thing. We just have 2 tubes, so you're going to do the same thing to both. So I don't really need to show the big paper there. Oh, I'm shaky. Is this new microphone working good for y'all? Does it sound better? Because I know a lot of times my videos can be really quiet. Okay, so we gave ourselves about 1.5 inches right here at the bottom. And I'm going to give it just a little bit of a crease. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open this bottom like that. It makes kind of like a little boat. And you're going to make 2 triangle pieces right here. You're going to fold these down. And you line up your line to this line right here. Just like that. So you should have this. So now you can see where the bag's coming in now. So we scored it here. Give it a little crease. And then we push in the sides and fold that down. And you want to make sure that crease is good there and folded like that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to fold both sides on top of each other. So you don't want to fold this one to this line right here because then it's going to have a hole. So you want to come a little bit over. So you're going to come up a little bit. And this one is kind of just, you got to feel it. There's no measurement really. You just got to feel like where it needs to go. So I guess mine is coming over roughly about 3/4 inch. Not quite a full 1/2 inch. If you can see right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can see this. And then you're going to do the same on the top piece. You're going to fold that down like that. So you have that. And then you glue. Before I glue, I'm going to show this one more time. So we have our tube. This was our tube. Just like this. And then you score it at the bottom. You give yourself about 1.5 inches at the bottom and score it and fold it over. Push the sides in, make the 2 triangles, fold over the bottom, fold over the top. Really simple. This is like the easiest little gift bag to do. And you can make it like customized. That's what I like about them. Because you can make the paper the same, like whatever cover you do for your journal, you can print that out and make your bag. So that way, whenever you give it as a gift or if you sell it or whatever you're doing, it will match the journal. And it just, I don't know, I like it. It just makes it a little bit more personal, a little more special. And then you pop that back down. So now we have this. And you're going to straighten it up. push it down. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking my finger on the inside and pushing right here against that to like straighten that up. So now you have that. Well, it won't stand up. Normally they'll stand up. Maybe I'm a little bit off, a little crooked. It's like at a slant, but that's okay. So now what you can do is decorate it. So you have your little gift bag. And do I have a journal over here? Oh, I don't have one. I don't have one close by. But you can put some ribbons to make your handles right here. You can glue it, staple it, sew it, however you want to do it. So you just decorate it however you want from here. That's how I make my little gift bags. Okay, so, oh, that was almost bad. Okay, so the next thing I'll show you is this. This is kind of a cheat, like this box idea, and you can get templates on Etsy for like any size box you want, really. They have different sizes and like recipe boxes and stuff. I've seen those, like kind of like this size, like these little kind of box size. But this one is how I do mine. And what I do is I use a box from whatever. I save these boxes because I use the cardboard for my journals for the covers. So I usually have one of these around. This one I just recently cut it out and used for a spine on a journal. But all you're doing is using this part. Not, well, you know what? Let me cut this part off so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And I've made myself a template out of some really thick cardstock so I can just reuse my template over and over, and I don't have to use the box again. But if you lose your template, you know, you always have a box of some kind of food or whatever around, so you can always find another template. So I just lay this on some really thick cardstock and I trace it out just like that. And I trace it, and then I'll fold this back and I'll draw the line right here, do the same thing, trace this out, and then I give myself notes so I know where to cut, where to fold, because when you have all the lines going everywhere, you may forget which one to cut or which one to fold. So that's what I do. I just make myself a template, and it's just a food box. But this is the perfect size for our craft tables. And you can make this smaller depending on what size you want. If you want this half the size, say you want the box to be this big, then all you have to do, make your template, cut it in half, and then move it up and down, like folded, or not folded, but overlapped on top of each other to what size you want, and then tape it, and then you have whatever size that you want. So what I have done here is I took some scrap paper. This is just from an old scrapbook of like the $5 deals at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Well, I think it was Michael's. And it's like pretty thick. And you can make it as thick or thin, however you want to do it. I just use this because that's what I have, and I need to use up what I have on hand first. So this is from my template. So I laid it down, trace it out, cut it, I have it ready to go. But then and you don't have to do the second step. I just like to because it makes it a little bit more durable. So then what I also do is I'll cut two. So I cut out two of these, but on this one I cut off the corners. So you'll see this one lays right in here, but it doesn't have the little corner pieces because I want this to be on the inside to give it like a little bit more structure. So it'll help hold it together. And what I do is I put the little corner flaps in between the two pieces. So it will fold just like that. And you glue those down like that. Pretty simple. So you just put the little corner pieces in and you glue, glue, glue. So then you glue all this together. And then I also will make these. These are my drop-ins. You don't have to do all these steps. It's how far you want to take it is what you do with it. But I will also take my scraps for making these and cut off these little pieces right here and slide them in on the sides just like that, because it also helps give just that added like durability. It just helps it a little bit more. So I'll have all my little drop-ins. I just drop them in on the sides. So then we're all glued up. And you can stop here if you want. This will be all glue. And this box is a pretty sturdy box. But I go one more step. And I will put these over the top. So pretend this is all glued. I don't want to sit and tape, and because I really need to do my good durable tape, and it'll just make the video longer. So let's just pretend that this is all glued and taped up, ready to go. So we're like that. So then again, because you're going to have scraps on that paper, so instead of just wasting them, I try to use all of those pieces, but I make these little things to go over the top. So then I'll glue that over the top, and it just gives it a clean edge, like a nice finish. You can do that all the way around, just like that. Well, just like that. So then you have a nice little finish, and you can do whatever paper. You can get really creative with it and really decorate it. You can also put some beads or gems, rocks, whatever you got to put it on the bottom. I did little blocks, and I have done like little rocks or like little stones that I found like out in my yard, and glued those to the bottom to make like feet to have it stand up. You can do that. You can put some decorative edging around all the top here. However you want to decorate it that's just up to you. This is about as far as I go with mine. I have went over the top when I was just bored and decorated some really pretty, but I just don't need all of that. I just need a box right now. So this is how I'm going to do mine. But yeah, so I thought I would share that really quick because this is a really simple, easy little quick way. Or if you're just bored today and you're like, I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. So I get in that kind of mood all the time. And I don't want to get into something that's like crazy craft or whatever. So this is something simple you could do, and you can do it with all your scrap papers. And it comes in handy whenever you're trimming all your tiny pieces, like whenever you're trimming, oh, that fell, like fussy cutting and all that. You just put it all in the, like, cut over this, and it catches all of that for you, and dump it and go. And then whenever you're creating and you have all your tiny pieces that you want to like play around and do like collages, or you're making tags or whatever you're making, you can use this to hold all of your little pieces. So yeah, thought I would share that with y'all. And I think that might be it for this video. I'm trying to keep it really like short and sweet. If there is something that y'all want to see me do, or if you want me to explain anything, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the next couple things, like the next couple videos coming up. I do have something in the works for y'all that I'm trying to get for y'all, but it's not going to be ready for, it ain't going to be ready for a minute. But so leave me some suggestions. Give me a comment about what you would like to see. Maybe we can do something different. Or if there's something that you want me to look into, like you don't know how to do, maybe I don't know how to do, and I can try to figure it out. That would be fun. So, Okay, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see y'all next time.